On this edition of the Sports Desk, it's the fall volleyball preview coming at ya. The North Saxons are senior heavy. Do they have what it takes to lead the Pioneer League? And the West girls volleyball team lost a lot of seniors. Who's there to fill in the blanks? Plus, on the gridiron, it's West versus Torrance. Only one team can win. Sports Desk fans get fired up because it starts right now. Hey Sports Desk fans, this is Bonnie Prickitt coming to you from the campus of South High, where the football team is taking on California Military Institute. We'll let you know how that game turned out later on in the show, but we're going to start with South Spartan volleyball preview. Jacqueline Landers, heavy hitter from last year, is gone. Karen Bright, Sports Desk reporter, is going to fill you in on how they expect to do in the Pioneer League.
The South Spartans return to the court this year as the two-time defending Pioneer League champions, and they're hungry for a three-peat. South graduated 6 seniors last year, so this year's team is young and depends on the leadership of captains Heather Miller, Katie Exum, and of course, Coach Cooch to bring them together and continue their winning tradition.
Pretty much with so many young players, we're looking to just get better every day. Whether it's in practice getting better or in matches, we want to keep improving, cutting down the number of mistakes we make and finding ways to score more points.
The Spartans will feel the absence of last year's star seniors Brooke Fournier and Jackie Landers. But junior outside hitter Desi Kaliva hopes her powerful spikes can help fill the void. Kaliva leads by example.
I remember what it was like to be young and what it was like to be confused, so hopefully with my consistency in my hitting and my passing, I'm helping them become more consistent players.
Senior Heather Miller thinks the Spartans have another asset.
I think we just have a lot of heart and we are very competitive. We want to win. We hate losing, like we hate it. And I think that'll just drive us to want to play more and to practice to get better and just to win every game that we play.
Even though the team is young, most Spartan players bring the experience of playing on high-level club teams outside of the school season. Middle blocker Katie Exum gives us her take on the team's progress.
Although we're a young team, I really think that we can go far because each practice we're getting better and better. Each game we're progressing by miles, and I really think that we can step it up this season and be great.
The Spartans were undefeated in league play last year and hope to do the same this season. They will take on that challenge by talking a lot on the court and by maintaining high energy levels throughout games and practices. Heather Miller tells us how it's done.
Encouraging people, cheering them on, just random, just talking during the game, and we just get really excited. We just shout and yell and just get pumped.
Through leadership and teamwork, the Spartans hope to dominate the Pioneer League for the 3rd straight year. Coach Cooch wants his team to focus on the basics and says it's the small things that will add up and make the difference between wins and losses. For the Sports Desk, I'm Karen Bright.
Thanks out to new Sports Desk reporter Karen Bright. The South Spartans' key returners are Katie Exum, Desi Kaliva, and Heather Miller at setter. Their key losses are Jackie Landers, who's playing for Azusa Pacific University, and Razorback Brooke Fournier is a setter at the University of Arkansas. Volleyball in the Pioneer League is always competitive. We're not going to talk about the North High Saxons. They lost a lot of starters last year and had an okay showing. Their main loss is at Chanel, Washington. Phil Stafford went out to see how Mark Pioch's squad is going to fare this season.
The Saxons return to the courts this season with 10 seniors on their squad. With leadership like that, it's hard to doubt this team's potential in 2010. Coach Mark Pioch agrees that this team has the ability and experience to make it into the postseason again, but there are improvements to be made.
I think we learned from our mistakes last year, and this year we're a much stronger team, and we're much stronger as a family we're together, so I think that will get us farther.
To be honest, I'm pretty happy. We've been working real hard. We were doing 3-a-days during our Hell Week time, and the girls responded really well to it. They're very passionate about playing the game. If anything, though, it's just about maintaining a consistent level of intensity. That's probably my biggest concern right now.
Maintaining a consistent level of intensity was an issue for the Saxons all season last year. The Blue and White had an above-par record at home, going 5-4. As for their record away from the hardwood of North High School, not so good. The Saxons lost 9 of their 16 matches on the road last fall.
We set our schedule up to work on that. We don't have a home game until October 7th, which is our first league game. So hopefully that in itself will kind of be the challenge and kind of work out some of those kinks a little bit. And you know, we're trying to piggyback off of last year's road win in the playoffs against St. Joseph's.
But there's more to the story than that. This fall, Coach Pioch has taken a different approach to the way the Saxons practice in order to exploit and correct his team's unique Achilles heel.
I think we just need to learn to face adversity a little better, and Pioch's been having us play in different gyms in different circumstances, so it's been helping with that.
At home, you know, it's our comfort zone, and we'll learn to play outside of it. We've already been practicing in different gyms because we know that we're going to have to practice in strange gyms when we play, and I think we're ready for it. We really are.
There's no doubt the Saxons will also benefit by not playing a league game until the first week of October. The disadvantage, though, is the team that North will face in that first home game. None other than the defending league champions, the South High School Spartans. But don't be confused, the Saxons have learned plenty from their matches against their crosstown rivals, and they plan to utilize those lessons learned to enhance their game.
They don't let any ball drop, and they're just really intense about everything. They don't let up, so if we do that, I think we'll be good.
You know, they had great leadership from their seniors, you know, and they just played really consistent. You know, we went 5 with them the last 2 years. So, you know, we feel we're pretty close. We're right there. And now we have a lot of seniors on this team with a lot of experience. So hopefully the experience will maybe give us the edge.
South has lost most of their seniors, and our entire team is made of seniors. So we're ready to take, we have the advantage this year. I think we're really going to give them a big challenge this year.
The 2010 season presents a tough task to the Saxons, but the Blue and White believe they have the upper hand. Their attitude and determination seems unbreakable and leaves nothing for speculation. Not to mention the narrow-minded vision these girls have on improving every aspect of their game in order to fulfill their goals.
Sometimes we tend to lose focus. You know, we'll just be getting into the groove and then we just all of a sudden kind of lose it, but we're getting better at getting right back on track, and we'll be all right by the time league starts.
With work on consistency and focus, this North volleyball team could be a supreme contender for the Pioneer League Championship. But a little practice on returning my serves couldn't hurt either, right? Let's try it. We gave it a shot. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Phil Stafford.
Thanks, Phil, for that report. Maybe you'll get a better serve next time. The key returners are Elise Tizone, who's an outside hitter, Ariel Richard, a middle blocker, Holland Seymour is the setter, and Ashley Hoda is a libero. Their key losses: Chanel Washington is playing for Humboldt State University, and we can't forget Jessica Sheeran at outside hitter. Coming up after the break, the Lady Tartars are without their stud, Katie Judd. Coach Nathan Jones fills us in on who's going to step up.